Hey guys, I'm Miles today. So in today's video, we're talking the Springboks versus the All Blacks in round 6 of the Rugby Championship. So of course, this should be a very good game to watch as, it was a very close contest to say the least last week with the All Blacks trumping the Springboks just to get that close margined win over them. But yeah, should be good, obviously, to see what happens within this week. Of course, the All Blacks have already won the Rugby Championship, so this game is really just more for pride's sake, to say the least. But no, nonetheless, I mean, these two sides, whenever they play against each other, it's always a good game to watch. So yeah, very excited to see what happens, of course, this week. But of course, this game's been playing within SEBA Super Stadium within the Gold Coast. So of course, both of these sides have played there before, obviously within this current Rugby Championship. So there should really be no problem actually adjusting towards the conditions of the playing field. But nonetheless, we'll get into the Springboks lineup straight away. So here is the Springboks starting lineup. Of course, with their side, they have made a few changes, particularly within their forward pack. With the front row, of course, they have had Oxton Che, number 1, who obviously is replacing Nkanye with that position. But of course, Mbonome is a number 2, but Nkanye is actually switched towards the number 3 position, as Mal Herbert obviously is out due to injury purposes. So it's one of those where, yeah, it'll be a big loss not to have him within this side, but luckily within that department we have a list of options we can obviously rely on. So it's kind of nice to see obviously in Kanye coming back to his original position where he obviously started for the Springboks. But of course, with the lock pairings, we do have the likes of Evan Smith at number 4 as well as Lord Diego at number 5. So again, very good combination to say the least. And I thought these two actually played really well against the All Blacks last week. I thought they really did well in actually challenging the All Black lineouts at periods of time and actually did well to actually stop them from creating a lot of maul set pieces from their mauls. So from that point of view, I thought they did pretty well. So yeah, hopefully they can obviously continue that within this game for sure. I mean, obviously with the loose forward pack, with the likes of Khaleesi at number 6, who of course is the captain for the Springboks once again, with Quagga Smith at number 7, and of course Dwayne Vermeulen at number 8. I think this loose forward pack is probably the best they can obviously go with at the time being. Obviously with Peter Detroit still out, I still think Quagga Smith is probably the right option to go with at number 7. So at the moment, I'm pretty happy with that. But personally, I would like to see these kind of players get in more positions to actually drive into the All Blacks defense, but yeah, we'll see if they can do it obviously within this week. But of course, we'll move on to the backline now for the Springboks. With the number 9 position, it's obviously Flaf Kirk, and number 10 we do have the likes of Andre Pollard. So again, another good combination between the 9 and 10. Hopefully, they'll be able to kind of do similar kind of stats to say the least of what they did last week. I mean, Flaf Kirk I thought was actually brilliant last week, kind of controlled the game for the Springboks. Just unfortunate in the sense, obviously, it came down to the wire with Jordy Barrett's kick. But I mean, Andre Pollard again as well. His conversion rate I thought was better, much better, I'd say, within the last 2 weeks. But obviously, we'll see what happens within this game for sure. I mean, with the centre pairings, they have gone with the same centre pairings once again with the likes of Damien Delende as well as Locanio Am. So pretty pleased with that. Though obviously, they're not switching that, which I agree is that they really shouldn't tinker with that because it is probably the best centre pairing combination they can go with. I mean, with the wingers, we do have the likes of Mpimpi at number 11 as well as Nkosi still at number 14, who obviously is in place still for Cheslin Kobe. But yeah, I think both of them have done pretty well. I mean, I wouldn't say they've been heavily involved in these games in particular. Obviously, as the Springboks haven't had many opportunities to actually get the ball right to them, but hopefully we see maybe more opportunities from them within this game. Of course, with the number 50 position, we do the likes of Lily Rue, who, in my opinion, actually has really stepped up his game. I think he's really been more consistent, in my opinion. Obviously, you can comment below if you disagree with that, but I do believe Lily Rue was probably the best Springbok player, in my opinion. I'd say in the last game, just because he controlled the game so well from the back to the front. So, yeah, no, I think overall, good Springbok side, and yeah, it should be pretty interesting how they get along. Of course, we'll move on to the All Blacks side right now. So here is the All Blacks starting lineup. So, of course, with the number 1 position, we do have the likes of Joe Moody. At number 2, we do have the likes of Cody Taylor. And at number 3, with the likes of Neville Lala. So, of course, it is an unchanged front row from last week. So, it's very interesting that they're going the same front row. Because, to be perfectly honest, I think the Springboks actually did well against them in getting a lot of scrum penalties against them. So, hopefully, maybe the All Blacks have learned their lessons from that and obviously can take it within this game. But I do believe the Springboks might have the upper hand once again, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong within that situation. But of course, with the lock pairing, we do the likes of Scott Barrett as well as Retallick within those lock positions. So it's going to be very interesting to see how those two get along together. Of course, I think both of them did okay. I wouldn't say they were great because, like I said beforehand, the Springbok locks, in my opinion, did actually pretty well to actually steal some balance from them. So hopefully they'll be able to improve their game, to say the least. But of course, with the loose forwards, though, I think all 3 of them were brilliant. Of course, we do have the likes of Akira Laoni at number 6, Odyssey at number 7, who of course is the captain, and then we have Luke Jacobson at number 8. It's good to see Jacobson obviously get his opportunity. I'm very happy to see him obviously get an opportunity because it was one of those where he he had a stomach bug, I believe, last week, and he wasn't able to play. So it's good to see he's getting another run out, an opportunity to play for the All Blacks. But other than that, it's pretty simple to say the least, and obviously very excited to see what Akira can do, obviously, within this game. But yeah, with the nine, obviously with the back line with Brad Weber and Bowden Barrett, very interesting to see that they've gone with these two instead of the other two with Tija Bernard and Richard Mwanga. Of course, Mwanga is back now, but they haven't gone with him straight away. He's on the bench, but I would have actually started him to be honest, just put him in the starting lineup. But I guess they want to kind of play it safe in that sense, and obviously stick with Bowden Barrett, who has done very well for the All Blacks in that 10 position so far. But yeah, with the number 12 and 13, obviously with the center combination, they have reverted back to their starting, in my opinion, their best. You could say pairing with the likes of Havili as well as Angela Brown, as there's just a lot of balance when it comes between those two, and for that reason I think it's probably the best they can actually go with. So very happy to see that obviously they've reverted back to that. I mean, with the number 11 position, we do the likes of Reiko, who obviously has shifted from that 13 position to 11, so excited to see how he gets along, obviously in that his normal, you could say, 11 position, which fans love him in. I mean, with a 14 jersey, we do have the likes of Sever Reese, who's actually come back into the side in replace of Will Jordan. So, yeah, good to see, obviously, him get an opportunity within this game. And, of course, number 15, we still have Jordy Barrett, which is kind of crazy to say. I mean, obviously, he had a great game, so I'm not really going to go into it. But it's one of those where I would have thought they would have put McKenzie in at this point in time, but they just like Jordy Barrett. So, I mean, Ian Foster loves his Barrett, so it's one of those where I guess he's going to... He sees Jordy Barrett as his starting, fullback, which is interesting to see. But yeah. Anyway, with the I mean, that's kind of it really with both sides. If I'd actually say who actually wins this game, I think I'm gonna have to go for the All Blacks once again. I just think that they're too strong at this point in time, and they've been in the best form obviously within this rugby championship so far. But I do think it'll be another close game. So for that reason, I think it'll be much higher scoring, by the way. So I do believe this will be, I'd say, 26 points to 23. Yeah, I'll say 26 points to 23 is my final prediction for this game. But yeah, other than that, just hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. Definitely want to see you guys subscribing. But other than that, just talk to you guys soon.